So, my name is Carlton. This is part 2 of my life with my iPad Pro 12.9 inch gold. Love this device. It's still one of the best devices I've ever purchased in my entire life. I do not regret buying this device. It has been my one hardcore trooper that I absolutely love. This thing is almost dependable today. I'm choosing my words very carefully because I will get a little upset at the end. I'm going to try to stay calm. This is the third time I've recorded this flipping video. But I'm going to stay on target. I'm going to finish this one here. I'm not going to do this a fourth time. Con number 1. This is minor, but it's annoying. Apple never put an info or a details button in iOS 13 and below. And they did not put one in iPadOS 13 or 13.3 or 13.3.1. The next thing on my list is the device is too damn thin. I love it. It's not heavy for its size. It's not heavy, but it's pretty freaking thin. I have nightmares about accidentally stepping on this device. I have a habit of sometimes creeping into the bedroom, pulling out my pencil, writing down some notes, and then when I'm ready, I'm just gonna go ahead and put this under the bed. The wife hates it when I put my tablet under the bed. She's like, "Why would you do that?" I'm like, "Why would I not do that?" But she hates it when I put my tablet under the bed. It's a thing. She doesn't like it. It actually gives me nightmares. So the next thing that I'm going to talk about here, and I'm going to display it probably on that side, the batteries. There are 2 long batteries in here. And these batteries, it's a good thing because a person like my mom who uses her device, and it has similar batteries on the inside, her device, she gets a lot of hours out of it, and it's great for her. But me, well, it's great for her because all she does is she's surfing the web. She may take a photo or 2 here, and she's really just, having fun, communicating with people, nothing crazy. Me, I'm over here working on 4K videos. I'm taking photos. I'm moving data back and forth. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to store something on my iPad for a while. Now I don't want to do it there. I'm going to put it on my iPhone for a while. I'm just going back and forth, back and forth. That's what I do. It's a circle of life for me when it comes to use this freaking thing. And I love it for what it does, but sometimes the power usage, it's wacky. Well, when I say wacky, I mean it's really wacky. There are some times where I have it plugged in, like I have right now, and when it's plugged in, this freaking thing will either give me a reduced charge because I'm working on a 4K video, or it won't charge it at all, even though it's saying it's charging. It's because the power consumption is so high that the power that flows through can't really break the amount of power that is actually being used, so it can never get up there. I never invested into a speed charger because I have this theory, and this is a very good theory, and I've heard this from other people. You charge fast, you die fast. And that's the reason why I do not have a speed charger. I know it's available. I can get it from I can't even remember what it is. Somebody has one for $20. And I'm like, you know what? I don't want to pay the $20 extra to get it. Number 1. Number 2, I don't want to kill the battery that's in there. I've had this thing for, so close to 2 years. I think my warranty expires on the 31st of this month. So it's really close to 2 years that I've had this device, the battery life is good, especially when Apple doesn't have an update that they're suppressing. When they have an update that they're suppressing, that's when my battery gets wacky. But all iOS users and iPad users know everything gets wacky when they're about to release something. Right now, this bad boy is acting wacky. So the only thing that I want to say about that whole battery issue thing is, listen to what I'm actually saying. I'm complaining about the power usage and drainage. Oh yeah, by the way, this thing does get warm. It can get warm to almost hot when I'm processing 4K videos. Shoving it in there real fast. Like, hey, I'm working on 4K videos. This thing is gonna get pretty warm, especially where the batteries are. They get warm where the batteries are and maybe a little hot where the logic board is. But it never gets hot enough that I worry like the original MacBook Pros. I don't worry about it dripping or warping itself because it's so hot. iOS 13.3.1. On the iPhone, it's perfect. I have my iPhone 11. I'm recording on it right now. It's perfect on there. I don't have an issue with iOS 13.3.1. I have an issue with iOS. Hang on. What's the stupid term? Is iOS? Yeah, iOS iPad. No. Said it wrong. It's iPadOS 13.3.1. That is the last update they put on this device. That update turned my beautiful machine with all those pros in the other video. And you notice, I'm wearing the same shirt, but I look a little bit different. I'm haggard today because it's Tuesday. It's officially Tuesday. What day is it?
It's Wednesday, March 18th, 2020.
Yeah. Yesterday was St. Patrick's Day. Right now, we're in a little bit of a pandemic where COVID-19 is not doing us any good. That video you saw before, that was recorded probably last month in February. And I was a little bit happier, and I was trying to do whatever, but I wanted to make sure that it was a good video, so I ended up chopping off the other half because I wanted to dedicate more time about the garbage that Apple did to my device. I was very happy in the other video because I hadn't had iOS 13.3.1. I had iOS 13.3. There was no 0.1 on there. That 0.1 turned this into near garbage. LumaFusion crashes all the freaking time. Garbage. Not the software, but the software when it's running on this device. I also have used LumaFusion on the iPhone using 13.3.1, and it's a-okay. It's pretty damn good. There's nothing wrong with it. Sketchbook Pro has crap. No. Sorry. Autodesk no longer claims that it's Sketchbook Pro on an iPad. They only call it Autodesk Sketchbook now. I noticed that. I noticed the BS you guys are doing. Sketchbook crashed at least twice on me, but I don't use it that often. But this is like, the flu versus COVID-19. I don't use it that often, and it crashed a couple times. I noticed it. It's bad. It's not good. It's not good at all. Procreate has crashed multiple times on me. It tends to happen after I import a photo or something that I'm trying to draw. When I import stuff, it tends to crash on that. LumaFusion tends to crash when I'm adding either audio or video. I can't remember what it was, but I can almost predict when it's going to crash. And it's what I'm doing video editing because that's what LumaFusion is for. And then we get the Chrome. When I got iPadOS 13.3.1, Chrome was not usable. It was pathetically being choked. It crashed many, many times. And because it crashed so much, and because I use it slightly more than I use Safari, because I do use it a lot, my first thought is, oh God, I must have screwed up somewhere. I must have low storage space. I went in there, I'm like, tap, tap, tap. No. I'm like, tap, 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 tap. Oh, I got 80 gigabytes left. What the H? That made me extremely upset that I don't have a storage issue. I've got a screwed up software package that's laying on top of my freaking tablet. Because remember, with Apple software, you can go up, but you can't go back. So there is no, because you're updating the firmware. Therefore, you can't go back. You can never go back. So I'm stuck with this until they come out with iOS 13.4. Now, Apple has developed the operating system for our devices in a wild, wild west, willy-nilly fashion for a very long time. And it has worked. Some people remember iOS 6. That was a damn good operating system. There's nothing wrong with that operating system. I don't think I have a device. I think I got a device that still has that on it. There's nothing wrong with that operating system. And it was good for its time. But when they made it right. iOS 13 has something deeply wrong with it. And when I say something's wrong with it, it's stupid stuff that even I can see. When I can see my speech, because sometimes sometimes I want my iPhone or iPad to tell me, read what I just wrote so I don't sound stupid on Facebook. Read it for me. And as it was reading in one particular sentence, immediately after getting iOS 13, like the first iOS 13, whenever it had something in quotation, it said, to the power of. Let me repeat that. I'm saying words, and then when there's a quotation, like wordsmithing, it would say something, something, something to the power of wordsmith. And I was like, I'm not using math. What the hell is going on? This thing inside of my beautiful tablet is flawed by their stupidity. So they have promised that in iOS 14, it's probably going to be coming out in June, they're going to resolve this issue. They need to fix that. I know they do. It angers me that this device in its pure beauty is being hampered by stupidity on Apple's part. I mean, hell, it's stupid to not have an info button. Android's had one for a long time. It's stupid not to have one. So that is the cons of having this machine right here, right now. It's sad that one of the cons is the software embedded into it currently is screwed up. If I could tell someone out there, don't update your device to 13.3.1, I would do it. I would do it in a heartbeat. But like most of us that have this particular device and have this, operating system, we've already switched. Is this something my mom is going to notice? No, she's never going to notice the flaws that I've run into. This is still, like I said in the very beginning, This is still the best device I've ever purchased in my entire life. I would not have been able to do the YouTube content at the speed that I'm doing it at without this device. It just would not be possible. It would not be possible to record, edit, and everything else on my MacBook Pro, because I never purchased that. I purchased my MacBook Pro for photo editing because I thought I was never going to do any video editing. I was wrong. So, again, the only thing I can say is I hope the future for this device gets better. I hope the world gets better from this COVID-19 coronavirus thing. I don't know, I'm stuck at home right now. So I'm not quarantined or anything, but I'm working from home. You can see, I got a work laptop here. It's a PC. It's weird to have that. And